Hello everyone, in this video I want to show you how I made this beautiful solid wood bench. Benches can elevate a space and can add function. You can place them at the foot of the bed to put your pillows on when you go to sleep. You can use them in the bathroom to store towels or just sit on them while you wait for your shower to warm up. You can style them at the entrance of your home to create a welcoming effect, or in a mudroom to sit on when you put your shoes on. Solid wood benches can get quite expensive, and so I decided to make one myself. I originally wanted to make a skinny bench, but while hunting for material, I came across this beautiful 2x10 pine board that I couldn't pass. So I decided I was going to turn it into a bench to use in my son's room. Only I am leaving it in the living room. Without any further ado, let's get into it. I cut the legs at a 10-degree angle and at 18 inches height. I made some mistakes and I ended up with 17 inches height, which turned out great because otherwise it could have been a little too high after adding the top. I used screws and brackets to attach the legs. The length of the bench is 51 inches, a little bit over 4 feet, and it is perfect for my space. The great thing about making your own bench is you can adjust it to your space and your needs. You don't have another one of these? Please go check. I distressed the bench using a wire brush attachment to the drill, and I'm glad I did because it made all the difference. I chipped away the edges and I used an electric sander to round off the squareness of the edges. I kept on going back and forth between the wire brush and the sander to make sure that I round up the edges as much as I could, because I didn't want it to look like just a piece of board that you pick up from the store. I wanted it to have that handcrafted, beautiful finish in the end. And when you think you've distressed it enough, go ahead and distress it some more, because with this, enough is never enough. So keep at it. Don't get too tired. Just keep distressing and you will end up with a beautiful, beautiful piece of work. This is the stain I use. It's special walnut. I had a little bit left over. But before I stained it, I did a whitewash on the bench and I let it dry. I wet my rag really good. It was like almost full of water. It was just not dripping. But I wet it pretty good, and then I put the stain on it and I gently rubbed it off because I was afraid it was going to get too dark, because I did a test with just the stain on a plain piece of wood and it turned out to be way, way, way too dark. And so that is why I decided to do the whitewash before I added the stain. And also make sure your rag is pretty soaked before you put the stain on it and start rubbing it on your bench. I did not do a top coat on it or anything. It looks pretty good. It doesn't come off. It feels really good. It feels like it's dried up and it's meant to be this way, and I absolutely love it. So I placed the bench behind the couch over there. It's a space between my living room and the kitchen, and I am loving it over there. And I have a problem because I still need a bench for my son's room. So I might actually still end up making the skinny bench sometime soon. So wish me luck. So you don't see me doing this here, but I kept on adding water to my rag and then adding a little bit of stain, and I kept on washing it off. You can probably just get an extra rag and wet it, and if you don't like the color, you can just kind of wipe it off. So I feel like the whitewash with the paint kind of gave it a seal almost, and it did not allow for the stain to sip in too much, and it turned out amazing. I love it. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please give it a like and be blessed as always, and I will see you guys next time.